You're already in pain. Get a reward for it. Like you're already in pain. So at the end of the day, everything is already messed up. So why would you go through all that pain and not get something for it? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense to put all those hours in. Okay, yeah, it was football, but it doesn't make sense to put all those hours in and not transfer those hours to something else. It doesn't make sense not to recycle the pain and get wealth or a successful life, a successful spouse, like whatever, have kids, whatever it is. And so for me, just going through my go through, I was like, it can't end here.
Be comfortable in who you are. Be comfortable if y'all poor. If you come from a family right now that's broke, you use that to your advantage. I use that to my advantage, that I was a high school dropout, that I was homeless, that I ate out of trash can. I love dealing with a dude who think because he come from money, he better than me. Let's go. Let's go. You got money, but do you got that dog? Yeah, you got money, you got privilege, but do you got that dog? Do you got that stamina? So yeah, you might have something I don't have right now, but if I work hard, I can have what you have. About me, I got kids, the decisions I make. My son has to deal with the decisions I make. My daughter has to deal with the decisions I make. Your mama and daddy and your family have to deal with the decisions you make. So tomorrow, when you start train like this your life, not a game, like this your life. Like this the last opportunity, the only opportunity. Give it everything you got. And if you fail, you can at least do what? Come on, you can say what? You tried. But if you don't go out there and give 120%, you're not a man. A man don't always put forth effort and accomplish his goals. As men, we fail too. We don't always do everything perfect, but if you're a real man, you try. Are you hearing what I'm saying? If you're a real man, you try.
Your level of exposure often determines your level of success. So I was exposed to billionaires. So what I try to get kids to do is say, look, I want to expose you. You could go to LA without going to LA. You can put the things on and go to LA. You can go on the computer. You can read a book. Like, you can get to sunset without ever going. And then once you get to sunset here and get to sunset here, you can get to sunset here.
If I chose to speak at a prison for free, I chose to do that. And I will not go in there giving those prisoners less than when somebody pays me $100,000. Why? Because I value myself enough to give 120% or don't do it. And that's the problem with some of you. You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You need to put yourself on punishment. You need to tell you no more TV, no more snacks, no more desserts, no, we working out now. No more alcohol, not right now. No, I can't handle it right now. You need to tell you that you owe you something. We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. Now, bro, I'm gonna say it again. Like, somebody gave you a guarantee, $30, 30-day guarantee. In 30 days, if you don't make what they told you was gonna make, in 30 days, you got an attitude, you want your money back. But you've never demanded your money back from yourself. You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down. You're not brave enough. You want to put it on somebody else. The reason why I'm not successful is because of my boss. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me down. So I'm having a conversation with my son, said, son, do me a huge favor. Don't go after low-hanging fruits. Here's the deal. If you get to the top of the tree, all the fruit from the bottom at the top is going to be there, son. So I don't need you focusing on cars and money and stuff. You're going to get that. I need you to focus on why you were born in the first place. Why are you here on earth for this particular time? What are you doing here? Anybody can buy a car, son. Animals get in relationships. Animals have sex and have kids. Son, it's got to be deeper than that. If you're higher than humans, then while you're here on earth, you got to do more than what animals do. Your DNA is in your dream. Your DNA is in your dream. So it was funny. I was walking with CJ Father the other day, and we were talking, and I promise y'all, like every single time we talk, I don't care when it is, I don't care how long we talk, we always talk about the relationship he had with his father And I know that the impact that it had on his kid. Listen to me, his DNA, his dream, his DNA is family. Like, that's all he cared about is his son. Like, when we go out, I never saw him dressed like a certain way. Like, he's never like, hold on, E, I got to get the polo shirt. Every time I talk to him, it's the same thing. His DNA, his dream, his DNA, his kids has formed his life. It has formed who he is as a man. And most of y'all chasing stuff, you don't realize your dreams are so important because your DNA, who you are as a person, is wrapped up in your dreams. And what this world has done to you is take that from you because they know if you know who you are and you get your dreams, you're probably not going to work for most of them. You're probably not going to do most of the dumb stuff you do. It's like, for real, if you knew your dreams and you followed your dreams and you followed your DNA, most of you probably would have never been on drugs. Did you see the Game of Thrones? Absolutely not. I'm trying to blow up. I'm trying to blow up after the blow up. I'm number one. Now I'm trying to find out what's after number one. And you know what that is? That's not a speaker. That's a businessman. So I'm trying to own as many companies as I can, get as much equity as I possibly can. I don't got time for the Game of Thrones. I'm playing my own games. Trying to sit on the throne, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get a throne. I'm just saying, for real, some of you broke and you still entertained. Like, I'm not even tripping on those of you who got money and you comfortable and you want to chill and watch it. I'm talking about those of you who complaining about your job. You ain't got no money and you sitting here complaining about, but then you watching all the TV programs. That's a have-not mentality.
Execute. Execute on the things that they say they wanted to get done. Not what you want me to get done, my mother wants me to get done, my coach wants me to, but the things that I really feel like if I do these things, I'm going to be successful. Execute on the things that you said you were going to execute on. So the first thing you got to do is you got to get out of your feelings. Like, for me, these are great people who could blow up, like who could be successful, whatever they touch, but something happened that day. You know, you woke up, got into it with your spouse, or your kids called with something that was going on, or you were sick. Like, there are a group of people that feel like it's okay not to execute because I'm not feeling okay. And at the end of the day, none of that matters. Like, to have a good day is great. But just because you have a good day, you still got to execute. And so I think for most people, they go wrong because they think it's a feeling when execution is a fact.